This week we have a full moon at 4 degrees Scorpio, sign of transformation. And we have Mercury the messenger turning back to direct motion at 15 degrees of Aries. All of this, an empowered moment and more in my new intuitive energy forecast for the week of Monday, April 22nd through Sunday, April 28th, 2024. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, starseed astrologer and spiritual messenger from Sacred Soul Empowerment, and we're doing a weekly energy forecast right now. For this week's reading, we're going to be using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. That's going to be the main message for everyone, for the collective. Your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, is going to be coming from a brand new deck that I just purchased. And I know I purchased one for the last week as well, but I actually purchased quite a few. So we're going to be probably cycling through some of these new decks in the upcoming weekly forecast. But this week we're going to be using the Healing Spirit Oracle deck. And this one is by Gordon Smith. Isn't that a beautiful cover? So I can't wait to see what comes out of that one. Before we look at our stones of choice and before we get into the astrology for the week, let's go ahead and settle in and do an empowered moment. So if you'll just close your eyes, clear your mind of all thoughts, focus on your breath and focus on your breathing. Breathing in peace and balance. And as you exhale, you're letting go of all that your body, mind, and soul no longer needs. Visualizing in your mind's eye, or it's sensing or feeling or just knowing that you're surrounded in this beautiful golden white light of God source energy, universe, protection, guidance. Let's take in a deep breath and breathe in that golden white light into every cell of our bodies. As you exhale, imagine a grounding cord coming out of your root chakra, going through the layers of Earth Mother Gaia, and connecting to her crystalline heart chakra in the center of the earth. And in this way, you're connected to the universal golden white light of above and around you. But you're also connected to Earth Mother Gaia's nurturing, grounding energy below you, all around you. And let's take another deep breath, and at the same time that we're breathing in that golden white light from the cosmos, the universe, you're also breathing in Earth Mother Gaia's healing golden elixir of light from the center of the earth. Breathe it in now. Big breath. As you exhale, you're feeling more centered and balanced, more at peace. Focusing on this present moment, focusing on the here and now. And this week we have a full moon in Scorpio. And Scorpio is the sign of death and rebirth, transformation, regeneration, transmutation, and big changes. And already in this month of April, we've had a new moon solar eclipse and Mercury retrograde, and Jupiter conjuncting Uranus, bringing an expansion of higher levels of consciousness. And now we have a full moon in Scorpio, the sign of digging down deep beneath the surface into old patterns and traumas, old mindsets and belief systems, to root them up and out so that we can release and let go of what we no longer need. So hold that intention for this full moon this week. Hold the intention that you're rooting up and out any lower vibrational emotions and feelings, thought forms, perceptions, belief systems, negative karmic patterns, and trauma energies from this and previous lifetimes, and even parallel lifetimes, throughout all directions and dimensions of time and space. And that this full moon in Scorpio will help us to clear these energies, release these energies, let them go so we no longer carry them as we move forward on our soul's path, as we move forward in the evolution and growth on our soul journey with all the changes and higher vibrational energies and downloads and activation codes that we've been experiencing recently, lately. Ask that this full moon helps to clear out, giving a final purge to what we no longer need to carry or hold on to. Now breathe in deeply into that intention. And as you exhale, imagine that you're releasing all of those lower vibrational energies to the light, to the cosmos, releasing it to your angels and guides to take it up and away, to be transmuted to a higher vibration of light. Taking one last deep, healing, cleansing, balancing breath. And as you exhale and in your own time, you can return to this time and place and space. Opening your eyes and fully coming back. Feeling grounded and balanced. And let's go ahead and take a look at our stones of choice for that special message card a little bit later on here. So we tried to choose stones, we, meaning me and my angels and guides, for this full moon in Scorpio. And the first stone of choice, the first pendant of choice, because these are special intention pendants, and you can find them on my website along with many others. This is a powerful and ancient orthocirrus fossil. It's wrapped in silver wire and Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 22. Now, the reduced energy of master number 22 is a 4. So that 4 energy is going to help us to connect with Earth Mother Gaia and the power of nature, while master number 22 is going to bring a connection to the higher planes of existence and the ancient powers associated with those higher realms. This one also has infused into it the energies of Pluto, planet of transformation, transition, death and rebirth, connection to our Akashic records and our past lives, so that we can learn from our past mistakes and move forward with positive growth on our path. And this one has the energies of the ancient ancestors infused into it, including those ancient ancestors of Atlantis and Lemuria. All right, let's look at stone number 2. And this is beautiful smoky quartz. And not only is it a smoky quartz, but it's a feminine smoky quartz because we have that flat bottom to it. So this feminine smoky quartz is actually wrapped in gold wire, and it's Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 22, the number of the master builder and master manifester and power and protection on all planes. The energies of Pluto also infused into this one, planet of transformation and transmutation of lower vibrational energies, activation of both the crown chakra and the root chakra for opening to higher universal energies and bringing them down through all of the other chakras to ground them into the third dimensional earth plane. And the guidance and assistance of Archangel Michael, the Archangel of Protection, one that clears away lower energies, as well as King Solomon, Ascended Master King Solomon, for his powerful protection, divine magic, and space clearing. All right, and then our last stone of choice is Ancestralite. And so this Ancestralite stone is wrapped in silver wire, Reiki charged with the vibration of Master number 22 again, for being grounded in one's personal power and focused on confidently moving forward on one's path. It also has, though, Master number 33, number of Christ consciousness and spiritual healing throughout all lifetimes. The planet Pluto again, for magical powers to dig up and wipe out unpleasant memories, ancestral ties, traumatic experiences, and emotions engraved deep in the subconscious mind. This one has the activation and balancing of the root chakra to support and foster feelings of safety and security, connection with Earth Mother Gaia and her nurturing energy and therapeutic healing powers. The energies of Archangel Michael is also infused into this one for the severing of cords to the past and for divine protection. So again, our stones of choice are the Orthoceras fossil, the feminine smoky quartz, and the Ancestralite. Okay, let's put those aside and let's talk about the astrology for the week. So as we've been talking about, full moon at 4 degrees of Scorpio. This happens on Tuesday, the 23rd of April. So full moons are about completion, endings, releasing, letting go. And this is the sign of the zodiac that does that the best. Scorpio, death and rebirth, transformation, regeneration, transmutation, elimination. And so it's, again, digging down deep into the recesses of our psyche. It's very emotional. It's very clairsentient. It's very empathic. It's very telepathic. All of those are keywords for Scorpio. Now, the interesting thing is that this full moon in Scorpio is actually in a challenging square aspect to Pluto, which is one of the reasons why I chose those 3 special intention pendants, because they're all connected to Pluto, right? And Pluto, again, is that planet. We can repeat it: death and rebirth, transformation, regeneration, transmutation, elimination, because Pluto rules Scorpio. So here we have a full moon where the sun is in Taurus and the moon is in Scorpio, and they're both in a challenging square aspect to Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio. So this is going to be a powerful full moon that's going to bring a sense of completion, releasing, endings. Now that might be with situations and circumstances, but it also just as well might be within yourself, where there's an ending to old patterns or old ways of thinking or old ways of perceiving, old traumatic emotions and things that have been lodged in the cellular memory, either from this or previous lifetime, is all being kind of jarred loose, so to speak, and it's being brought forth up and out so that it can be transmuted to a higher vibration, sent off to the light where it can be transformed into something lighter and brighter and better, but still powerful and still, a very kind of heavy duty full moon. Now we're going to skip to Thursday, the 25th of April, and this is when Mercury, the messenger, the planet that rules the mind, the mental realm, our thoughts, our perceptions, our ideas, our communications. Mercury is turning back to direct motion at 16 degrees of Aries. He almost is dipping into 15 degrees, but I think it only went to 15 degrees and 59 minutes, like 1 minute away from 16. So we'll just round it up and call it 16 degrees of Aries. So now this energy of our ideas can start to move forward. Our thoughts can become more clear. We can have more clarity. Communications with other people can flow more easily. And about a month ago, if we thought about moving in a new direction or initiating a new project, starting something new, or even activating some new energies within ourselves, with all of those other previous energies, with the full moon lunar eclipse and the new moon solar eclipse and Jupiter connecting with Uranus that happened on the 20th last week. I mean, now things are starting, I'm not going to say they're totally settled, but they're going to start to now settle. And with Mercury now turning back to direct motion, we can start to again have our head on straight. We can start to really make plans, and we can, initiate those plans and those new ideas and those new communications, or even old communications that we want to have with others or with ourselves in order to move forward. Aries is the sign of new beginnings. It's the first sign of the zodiac. So even though the sun has now moved on to Taurus, we still have Mercury in Aries for a little while yet. It's going to take maybe a week to 2 weeks before it picks up speed. So give it a little time for, the clarity to unfold, if you will. But we're moving now in a more clear direction. Now on Sunday the 28th, to round out this week, we have Mars, the warrior planet, that happens to be in Pisces. So he's feeling like he's not much of a warrior lately, because Mars is passionate, it's fiery, it's energetic, it's action-oriented. But while it's in Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac, there's an element of surrender and a need to trust and have faith and just kind of go with the flow and wait for divine timing to unfold. It is getting near the end of its journey through Pisces, but on Sunday, it's going to connect to Neptune in Pisces. And Neptune rules the spiritual realm, but it also, on a shadow side, rules illusion, confusion, and delusion. And Neptune is near the end of Pisces himself. So I think we're at like the 28th or so degree of Pisces with this conjunction. And then soon, next week, Mars is going to be moving into Aries, which that's his home sign. So he's going to be ready to rumble. He's going to be ready to really move forward fast. But for this week, and for especially Sunday, it's going to be that, again, trust, have faith, surrender, and go with the flow. And ask your angels and guides. Pisces is a sign of the zodiac that connects with higher soul self, angels, guides, higher spiritual realms, ascended masters, ancestors, archangels. And so let's kind of call them in and say, okay, I'm trying to surrender. I'm trying to have faith. Lead me in the right direction. Allow me to have a little bit of patience, and allow me to just kind of patiently wait for divine timing to unfold. But we're near that time when Mars is going to be popping into Aries. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the messages from our angels and guides for this week. All right, so our first card, wow, we start out with a bang. So this is Major Arcana 16. It's the Tower card. And with the Tower card, it's like having the rug pulled out from underneath you. The Tower card, you can see there's a lightning bolt coming down. That might be a carryover from the Jupiter connecting to Uranus last week on the 20th. Uranus actually rules lightning and lightning storms, so it's interesting that we have a lightning bolt here. Jupiter, of course, from last week with that conjunction with Uranus, is all about expansion. But now the Tower is saying that, things that we felt were a solid structure in our lives, things that we felt were kind of there to support us. The Tower card usually comes in with that lightning bolt of quick, unexpected, sudden change and redirection that says, nope, we've got more changes to make. We've got redirection to move into. It's time to kind of shake things up. The lightning bolt hits the Tower here. Trying to see what this Tower looks like. I can't even really tell what that Tower looks like. I mean, it's really, I guess it's on fire a little bit, and it's already like in its mode of kind of toppling down and coming down. So, we do have that full moon in Scorpio on Tuesday, and it is squaring Pluto. So this is going to be about big transformation, big changes, either externally with the situations and circumstances that you are in or find yourself in, or this could be big transformational changes with yourself, physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually, within the energies that you hold within yourself. Maybe you're going to have a huge personality change. Maybe you're going to find your empowerment and confidence and courage to make some changes in your life, or to change patterns within yourself. So either way, this is a very powerful card to start out the week with. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next card and see what further we have here. So the second card is the Five of Swords. Now, the number 5 in numerology is usually chaotic. It's a lot of nervous or anxious energy, but it is also busyness and change and redirection and unexpected surprises or unexpected redirections. This is saying with the 5 of Swords that the unexpected comes with our thoughts, with our perceptions. Now you can see this person is kind of like scratching his head. He looks kind of dazed and confused. You know, that's kind of a phrase here that I'm going to give the 5 of Swords. It's this person's feeling dazed and confused, maybe because of all the energies of April. Maybe things didn't go the way they thought. Maybe something happened that surprised them, and it could have been a good or a not good surprise. But they're left kind of like, what just happened? You know, what happened here? And there's messages with the Swords cards. It's always about messages. You know, birds, as a totem, birds are about messages and information. So here we might have either scattered and confused messages and information, but Mercury on Thursday is going to turn back to direct motion and maybe take a couple of days, and then the clarity and revelations, you know, aha moments, maybe will start to settle in where the clarity starts to come. But in the meantime, again, we might maybe have a lot of options, or we might have a choice to make, and maybe there's no clarity about what choice is the right choice. And, you know, or there's like a lot of busyness. Now this, on a positive side, could be there's a lot of options, there's a lot of potential, there's a lot of communications going on. And with all of those options and potentials, these brand new ideas and brand new directions could come into play. And again, like, which one of these directions or which one of these ideas or which one of these projects do I follow up on? Or can I follow up on all of them? But this person might be feeling a little overwhelmed by all the information and all the communication that's coming in. So one way or the other. Now at the bottom here, I just noticed there's this person down here, a little figure way back in the distance, kind of like raising his hands. I almost feel like he's like saying yay, or he's celebrating, or it's like, wow, revelation, here it comes. And this might be, you know, indicative of something being off in the distance, not too far away. So I feel like once this confusion kind of lifts and the clarity starts to settle in, this person is going to be like, yes, this is the direction. This is what I do. This is who I talk to. This is the information that I was waiting for, or whatever that might be. So I think this is a good sign that person down there is kind of just, you know, kind of raising his hands like, yes. And then let's look at the last card. And the last card is the Two of Wands. Now, the suit of wands is the suit of spiritual. It's a creative energy, a fiery energy, a passionate energy. The number 2 is about balance. The number 2 obviously can literally mean two possibilities, two directions, and not being sure which way is the right way, which one is the right one. And you can see this person actually sitting at a window. One wand is over here. She's kind of holding the other wand. It looks like she's leaning towards one idea, one choice, one thought, one decision. But this other one's right here in the background. And she's looking out the window like, okay, like as far as the future, what's my best option? You know, and how do I stay balanced in making this decision or choosing whatever option is in my highest and best interest? We've got a globe down here of the world. This might be a map down here. So again, she's trying to figure out her life purpose, her life direction. Maybe this decision might involve some sort of travel or relocation. And, you know, she's really giving it due diligence as far as looking at the pros and the cons. You know, she's thinking about what's in my highest and best interest for my future and for the future evolution of my soul and the future evolution of my life purpose. So I think it doesn't have to, you know, be a decision we make this week, but it's probably coming up soon, just like this person in the background, I feel like is saying yay, and it's coming up soon. So just have a little bit more patience with that Mars in Pisces connecting to Neptune in Pisces. And as I said, next week, Mars, the warrior, planet of energy, action, and forward movement, will move into his home sign of Aries. And then it's going to be like, okay, let's lift the gate and let's move forward. Let's gallop forward. So let's go ahead and see what message you have based on your pendant of choice. Either way, though, remember, this is a powerful week with the Tower. There's change for sure. All right. So the first stone of choice was the Orthoceras. So let me take a deep breath here and tune in for a minute. Message for the Orthoceras people. This is a brand new deck. I can feel the cards are kind of sticking together a little bit. Orthoceras. Message. Divine message for Orthoceras. This one here, let's pull it apart here and pull it out of there. And it says, this is the perfect time. That's a great message. This is the perfect time. I would say this week after Mercury turns direct. Like wait till the full moon has passed. You don't want to, I don't think you want to make a big decision right before the full moon, because that challenge to Pluto happens like right before the moon is full. The energies are going to be a little chaotic. And then again, Mercury turns direct on Thursday. So I feel like after Thursday, or as we move into next week even, this is the perfect time to, and fill in the blank. This is the perfect time to move. This is the perfect time to start a new job. This is the perfect time to delve into that new project. This is the perfect time to make new friends. This is the perfect time to relocate, whatever it might be. The perfect time to change my website. This is for you to fill in the blank. What is it the perfect time for? And we've got kind of like almost like little lightning bolts of magic coming out of the hands of this light being. And so this is another, energy you can focus in on, is you are a light being. You are a sacred being of the universe. And you are light, and you are love, and you are magic, and you are miracles. And you can see the magic and miracles kind of coming out of the, kind of arms or hands of this particular light being. So know that this is the perfect time to blank, and you fill in the blank. I even like that there's a star on either side. So it also kind of, to me, feels like, okay, stay balanced. Stay balanced as you go forward and put your energy into blank, because it's the perfect time. Let's put that back in the deck in case somebody else gets it. And let's look at the special message for the Smoky Quartz. Smoky Quartz people. Smoky Quartz, special message. This one's calling my attention actually, so I'm going to pull that out. No way. Did I not put that back in right? I was shuffling. So, Smoky Quartz, this is the perfect time to blank. We don't have to repeat all of the message because it's the same for you as the Orthoceras people. So if you kind of skipped ahead to listen to this particular message and you didn't listen to the Orthoceras, now you have to back up, because this is the perfect time for whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you want to start, whatever it is you want to change, either externally in your situation and circumstance or within yourself. Maybe this is about an overhaul and bringing out your gifts and talents and abilities. It's the perfect time. It's the perfect time to accept your gifts and love yourself and know that you're powerful. So I can't even believe that this came out again. Okay, I'm going to not look at the deck and I put that back in there in case somebody else, meaning the last person, gets it. But the last stone of choice was the ancestral light. So we're going to shuffle this a little bit. Special message for ancestral light people. Special message for ancestral light. This one's calling my attention. No way, you guys. I know this happened once before. If you've watched my videos consistently, I know that, I can't remember how long ago, some months ago. within the last year. But we pulled the same card for all of you. And you saw me. I closed my eyes and I was shuffling the deck. This is so weird, but I love it. I love how spirit works, and I love that this message says that it's the perfect time for all of you out there to do whatever it is that is in your heart. You know, what's on your mind? What's in your heart? What are you passionate about? Who do you want to be? What do you want to do out in the world? How do you want to share your gifts? Where do you want to move? You know, where do you want to travel? What do you want to experience in your life? This is the perfect time. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed this weekly energy forecast. Make sure that if you like those pendants, you go ahead and peruse the website and take a look at those. And I now have actually special intention stones that aren't wire wrapped. So if you want to just look at what stones, you might want to buy a stone with special intentions infused into it, or one of the pendants. And check out my website, Sacred Soul Empowerment, for all of my services that I've got. You might want to book a reading or a healing session or a life coaching package. I hope to see you next month for the May energy forecast, as well as next week. Sending you all lots of love and light and many, many blessings, everyone. Namaste.